Everybody be cool, this is a robbery!
Any of you fucking pricks move! And I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you!
All right. Of course, it's always about you, isn't it?
You think you can follow that act?
People of the Earth, this is Dave Sheridan, a.k.a. Fishlocks50, and you are listening to the Metal Hand of God podcast. MHOG.
Don't worry if you don't make it out alive. We'll give you your money back. Guaranteed.
Welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast. I am your host, Wayne, and with me is the magnificent...
soft-spoken Rum Guy.
That's right. Unlike me, who's screaming. But today we have a returning guest, a friend of the show, a family member, so say, Mr. Reis O'Brien. What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Hey, man. How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Thanks for having me back on.
Of course. And, you know, one of the funniest things, Rum, that I got a message from Reis is, you know, I was telling him, hey, we're still on for, you know, today and all that good stuff. And he's like, yeah. And I asked him, I said, so what do you want to talk about? He goes, I have no idea. I said, yeah, me either. I said, well, we could play, you know, strip podcast if you want. He goes, no, I look like Frankenstein right now. You can't. With all the
Dude, I do look like Frankenstein right now. I had 3 hernias repaired, and they put that, so I got like 5 incisions in my abdomen.
Jesus.
Ooh, dude.
Yeah, I look like I lost a knife fight. It's pretty gnarly.
Well, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Why? Because I didn't want hernias. Those things hurt. I
No,
don't know
I
if you
mean,
guys
why-
have ever had.
Why did you get those hernias for? I mean, that just seems
Because
silly.
I'm dumb. Because I don't know. Like I just got like genetically weak stomach muscles or something, and I think it's fun to try and carry all the groceries all at once. Like I'm a dumb person, and so yeah,
You know,
3 different hernias, and so they repaired them and stitched me up, and so I'm very high on pain meds right now.
Abdominal surgery sucks. I've had.
Oh, dude, it's rough.
I've had a hernia repair in my inguinal area, which for those people who don't know, it's by your by your balls, like in that
By your
area.
balls.
Yeah,
But
right.
they don't want to call it ball hernia.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it is.
It's near the googe.
Yeah.
It's
Not that far down. Not that far. I wasn't gouging it, you know. But
that's what I had. So I had 2 of those, and then an umbilical hernia.
nice. Well, I have an umbilical now. I have to get fixed.
Well, didn't they get that when you were born?
What?
The umbilical?
He said it's not from that.
No, it's not from that. It's just it is though. Like that's that's the weakest spot in your abdomen is where your belly button is, and like an umbilical hernia, which is where it tears, and your intestines are literally falling out of your body.
Yes.
And so it's actually like the most common type of hernia. So I had 1 of those and one new inguinal, and then my old inguinal that I got repaired 20 years ago. The patch they put in me was given out, so I was
I'm waiting for
anyway,
mine.
this is not interesting. I'm sorry.
It is actually.
You used to Flex Seal. I hear that stuff is awesome.
Dude, Flex Seal. I tried duct tape. I got some Gorilla Tape that seemed to hold it for a little while, but
It's nice. Yeah. Here's a funny thought or statement. As I used to call a belly button when I was a little kid, a soul hole.
oh my
soul
god, that's
hole.
actually kind of disturbing.
That's actually pretty cool, man. Is that you thought that's where your soul lived?
Yeah, that's where the soul lives. When I was between the ages of like 4 and 8, I called it a soul hole.
Oh god, that's weird.
Yeah, you put in the soul.
Like, where did you hear that? Did somebody like plant that shit in your head or something? Like a creepy grandma or something? Call it that?
Maybe, I don't know. I just knew I went up to my dad one day and said, I got hit in the tummy. He said, are you okay? I said, I bruised my soul hole.
And he was like, That's not what we called it at summer camp.
Oh, at least it's not an asshole. Anyway.
Yeah, well. Anyway.
Yes. Soul holes and all.
Antiquing, from All-Star Rockstar.
Yes.
To Funko Master.
Yes.
Well, maybe.
To antiquing, like American Picker style.
It's not quite like that. You're making it sound lamer. I mean, not that it was cool either, but
and don't forget Bimtoy Genius.
Oh, come on, you guys are killing me here.
Come on, man. You said you had some cool stuff coming out though.
We do have stuff coming out. Yeah, we can talk about that. But
all
no,
right.
just to clarify, I wasn't like antiquing, like, you know, but I'm a toy collector. I'm a vintage toy collector. So, you know,
Right.
sometimes you got to go hunt, and we actually, you know, antique malls are a good place to find that kind of stuff.
Did
and
you actually
I
find
found some gems today.
What did you find,
What?
man?
Yeah.
I was well. I mean, I have various things that, you know, like just old action figures. And I was looking. I'm on an Army Men kick, like those classic little green Army Men.
Yeah,
I'm on that kick right now. So I was kind of hunting for that kind of thing. I found some old comics.
Sweet.
I'm a comic book collector too. So I found a couple of records. Nothing metal, but
Was it?
I found some soundtracks. I found like
nice.
Star Wars soundtracks and stuff. But yeah, so I wouldn't say I'm like antiquing. Like I'm not looking at fucking, you know, carnival glass and like, you know, China sets from the 1800s or anything like that.
Yes,
but
you brought it up, so you must have in the past.
Yes.
Well, no, but you see that kind of shit. You know, so that's the kind of stuff I've got to sift through while I'm like, God damn it, where's the vintage toys from the 70s and 80s? You know?
You're just like me, man. You're like, oh, look, this is fucking plate from the Ming Dynasty. Fuck that. Give me that Star Wars figure in the corner.
I could give two shits. I need that stormtrooper.
Yeah, exactly.
in the area where I'm at, just a couple. Well, I've been about. A month.
What area are you in?
I am in North Carolina along the coast.
Whereabouts? Because I grew up in Greensboro.
Okay, I'm in Holden Beach.
Which is near?
Which is 30 minutes south of Wilmington, 30 minutes north of Myrtle Beach.
Yep, gotcha. Yep.
Okay.
No, well, yeah,
No,
I've done that whole strip back in my band days. We would play that. We just ride up, you know, what was that, I-95 or whatever that runs through there?
Yeah, there's an area. Yeah, it's 95 is a little for 17. I'm closer to 17.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, 17's that main drag. That's right, King's Highway or whatever they called it.
But there's a wonderful antique store not far from where I'm at, and it got put in the newspaper. It's like, why is this newspaper? A big picture of this little antique store. Child buys grenade.
Oh my God!
You know how they always have those guys selling military stuff.
Oh, there's always one guy in an antique mall that's selling military shit.
A grenade, but the kid bought it. We spent $10 on it.
On a live grenade.
But he didn't know it was live. He thought it was like a paperweight. He thought it was cool. He wanted his dad give it to his dad so he could turn into a shift knob for his hot rod car. So before he did it, as a joke, the kid pulled the pin and threw the grenade. It was an old World War whatever pineapple grenade. And,
World War II.
It didn't go off until they started walking towards it.
Jesus
Christ. Went into the kid's arm, and the other piece went into his father's leg.
Holy shit, that's insane.
Yeah, it was crazy time.
Well, I didn't buy any live grenades today.
Oh, well, you missed out.
There is always, like, every time you go into an antique mall, there always is that one booth where the guy's selling, like, military antiques, and there's always that one, like, shady glass case that's got Nazi stuff in it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's always one of those, man, and you're like fascinated to look at it, but then you're also like, ooh, should I be looking at this fucking creepy shit?
Should I buy this?
You know,
like I really want to.
It's like gross.
Do I want to own a piece of this insanity? Like
no.
who buys
no,
this shit?
I'm not Jeff Hanneman. I'm not gonna like.
Oh, come on. Yeah, you are. You know, you like.
The
Yeah.
guys always they're these older guys. They always have like the Navy hat on. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah.
Like whatever he served, which is very cool to be proud of it. And
dude, yeah. I mean, like, props to the people that serve the country and everything like that.
Specifically, always he's old, he's grizzled, he's got like sometimes he may have a glass eye, maybe
yeah, might not be his glass eye.
Right.
Somebody's.
and he's like, "Hey, you wanna see something cool?
Right.
I got a box back here."
I was gonna say the exact same thing, like that fucking movie, Falling Down, when the dude, oh god, what the hell is his name? Kurt Douglas, I think it was. Yeah, when he was like, he goes into the fucking the Army surplus store, and the guy's like, "Hey, I got some real shit in the back. Come check it out." And he goes in the back, and it's like this whole fucking wall of like, basically like. He's got the ovens that they used, it's like, it's fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's like ridiculous, dude. Like the shit that he had back there.
Are you talking like Easy Bake? Or?
Yeah. Easy.
That's it. Let's go with that.
They used to sell those to the German children, Easy Bake ovens.
Oh God, that's horrible. Jesus, that's dark. So I like nowadays in my old age, I kind of avoid those booths because, like I said, I'm looking for like Kenner Star Wars figures and things that are much more cooler than
that you still
Nazi youth daggers and shit.
Right.
I'm trying to avoid that stuff.
Right, shit. Old what is it? Oh god, what was the name of the fucking gas? Zyklon B cans and shit.
Oh god, that's horrible.
Like, there's actually, dude, this serious. There's markets for that shit, and it's really crazy.
I mean, dude, there's a market for anything. Like any antique mall will tell you that if they made more than 3 of it, there's some asshole out there collecting it.
Oh yeah,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's a website you can go to. It's murderbilia.com or some shit like that.
Oh, God. Yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah, bro. You can go on there, and it's like...
oh, God.
It's actual serial killer fucking, items.
Yeah, like John Wayne Gacy, like clown paintings.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
One of the dudes who who put a tattoo on me, he's passed away now. His name was English Craig. He was into all that stuff, and he... very cool guy. He was from England. He was friends with fucking like the Sex Pistols. Like, he showed me pictures of fucking him, Johnny Rotten, and what the fuck, the dead one, Sid laying on the ground with a fucking hypodermic needle in his arm. And them two sitting on the couch together, and somebody took a picture of them just looking at him.
Yeah, that's a fun memory.
I mean, that's the shit they did when they were kids, I mean, it's like, they were just fucking kids, man. And
gather around. Let me show you this photo.
Right. And his
I guess my life was tame compared to that.
Exactly. And other friends were like, oh God, what's his name from the Stray Cats?
Brian Setzer?
Yes.
Brian Setzer.
He's real good friends with him.
I'm sort of related to.
Really?
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
By marriage, my cousin Ariel married Ken Setzer, Brian Setzer's younger brother, and Brian came and played at the wedding.
Holy shit!
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a trip.
That's a very, very cool thing.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it was right at the time I was going through my kind of like rockabilly swing, this instrumental surf phase. So
hey, I've been there.
It was rad.
I've been there.
Yep.
But yeah, so he would tell me about these different things that he had, and like when he lived in England, that's why they called him English Craig, because he was from England.
That makes sense.
Creative.
He actually had a. This is gross. Now, he had a baby in a jar.
Oh,
yeah.
Like a human one?
Yes, but this was all before it was illegal to own those kind of things. You know what I'm saying?
The good old days.
Yeah. I mean,
corpse
because the guy was so much older. He was older than we were, and and he also showed me he had a little corner, like a piece of a corner. It looked like
of paper, of wood.
Wood. It was from the actual fireplace from the Manson murders.
Oh God! Really?
Where they killed what's her face and
Sharon Tate.
Sharon Tate, yeah. He had
tater tot.
Yeah, tater tots.
No, you know what, man? I'm gonna stick to like stormtrooper figures.
That's what I'm saying.
And God, it's just way easier. Garbage pail kids and shit.
Because what are you gonna do with a baby in a jar? I mean, if you walk into the bar, sitting there, you see the pickled eggs, you see the pig. I mean, nobody ever gets the pickled baby.
No,
never.
Never.
It just sits there behind the bar.
But
you know that was a common thing though. So back in like from the 30s probably through the 60s and maybe even bleeding into the early 70s, there was traveling carnivals.
Yeah.
Used to still have freak shows. You can't have them anymore because that'll hurt somebody's feelings. But God forbid. But anyway,
as long as you use the right pronoun, I think they'll be okay.
Right, but they used to do these like kind of like menageries of odd object tents, and you would pay 25 cents and go inside of it. And one of the more famous attractions was what's called a pickled punk.
Yep.
And what a pickled punk is basically a baby in a jar of formaldehyde.
Yep.
And they were pretty much, from what I understand, always fake, like these rubber, kind of fake things. But they would, and then there would be like, dead baby pigs and shit like that in jars. But they would call those pickled punks. So that's probably what your homeboy had got his hands on at some point.
Well,
it probably was in like a carnival or something at some point.
There's an idea for Funko.
Let me. I'm gonna pitch that on
the sideshow line.
Yeah, pickled punks.
Hey man, look, I say do a sideshow line and do a serial killer line. I guarantee they would sell like fucking.
No
crazy.
way, that shit is dark, dude.
But they would sell.
We're a
so
publicly
much.
traded company, man. Like we're a family-friendly company.
That's right, Wayne. Family friendly.
Gacy was nice to kids.
I mean, I might do it through Bimtoy. I get pretty dark with Bimtoy sometimes.
See, there you go. And look, there's your idea,
What are you
man.
going with the Bimtoy? You're constantly busy. You're constantly sold out of stuff.
Yep. You're always sold out of shit. Every time you post something, look at this. I go buy it. It's all gone.
Oh yeah, it goes quickly. We're at this point now, man. Like just because we haven't talked in quite some time, but like COVID just kind of fucked everything up.
Yeah, it was a whole year. I looked at it. The last time we talked was a year ago, man. And
was it really?
And I apologize for that, man. But
no, fine, not a problem, man. It's just COVID kind of fucked everything up for everybody. Yeah. I mean, surprisingly, it didn't really hurt the collectibles industry. Bimtoy and Funko are both kind of examples of the, that innate need to kind of like cheer yourself up by buying yourself a little something. I certainly did a lot of retail therapy online during quarantine, but what we're running into now is kind of an after effect, like an aftershock, in that while the whole world was shut down, so were all of our factories and all our shipping facilities and things like that, because there's a lot of working parts when you're trying to make products and get them to collectors. And so excuse me, right now we're kind of running into the after effect that our factories were, because they're all in China, and China was shut down even worse than we were, and they were, some of those factories were shut down 3-4 months. They're now trying to play catch ups, which means we have like kind of this lull in product right now. And and it's kind of like, we probably should have foreseen it. We just weren't sure at the time how things were going to pan out. And by the time we realized that things were getting delayed, it was almost too late. So in the meantime, we were trying to kind of like, make a silk purse out of a sow's ear, and just like, well, okay, so we got a little bit of downtime. So why don't we explore some new possibilities with Bimtoy product, and so the guys, I was talking with my business partners, Joe and Arseny, and they were just like, guys, it's, it's time to, kind of refresh the product a little bit. And so we came up with some new ideas. And I think if you've been following my Instagram, you've probably seen some of that stuff. One of my business partners that I work with, Jason Rowe, who does the Barely figures, he's doing these like double cast skeletons inside clear resin. So I was like super inspired by that, and
nice.
And for lack of a better term, stealing that idea from him. But so we're working on like new resin ghosts that will be clear cast with like a resin skeleton floating inside. Yeah, it's kind of cool. We're working on this new, I guess you would call it like kind of a faceted diamond shaped ghost that we're gonna mold in clear resin and do different like gem tones with glitters and stuff. So we're really trying to like, that's a long-winded way of saying that we felt it was time to, COVID gave us time to stop and reassess what we're doing. And that reassessment, we came out the other end of that going, okay, it's time to kind of refresh the look and kind of breathe some new life in it. So that's what we're kind of trying to do at this point.
Well, I think that's a genius use of the time, because it, like you said, so much was closed down.
Oh yeah.
And the plastics industry, all that stuff, we have a business, and it's just suppliers trying to get.
Oh yeah.
From the factories to make. I mean, we can get the. Oh yeah, I can sell you the product. We don't have any bottles to put it in. What?
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, the cost on supplies, like we were running into delays. Like they were like, "Oh, your product's done, but we don't have any cardboard to make the boxes out of."
Awesome.
Yeah. So there's there's like wood pulp shortages, there's plastic shortages, there's petroleum shortages to make the plastics. Like there's a lot.
Guys, have you tried? Have you seen like the prices of lumber?
Oh, dude, yeah. Like that's why like housing right now in my area is ridiculous, and it's crazy right now.
Like
do not refurbish your home right now.
No, because a sheet of fucking pressboard shit that was like $4 a sheet is like almost $50.
Yeah, it's ridiculous right now.
I'm like, wow.
And they're still building on the island I'm on. They're still building these homes that a year and a half ago it's still fucking expensive. Don't get me wrong. They were like $650,000 homes, and now they're wanting like 1.4 for them because of the cost. You know, and then there's a wait. You know,
there's a wait.
Yeah. So you have to put so much money down on these homes, and then by the time if it does fix itself, which I don't think they really want it to fix itself right now because they're creating more demand with less supply. It's like a first time in their lives.
Yeah.
They're making more money doing it this way.
Yeah, you're kind of right about that.
The prices will never go down, guys. This is it. This is where it's at, and it's going to stay that high. Guaranteed.
Well, that's what I remember. I remembered when, the gas prices, I guess that was, before 2000, before 9/11.
Yeah, when they were
gas prices were, you could, it was 99 cents a gallon or whatever. And then, and then 9/11 happened. And of course the war after that happened and prices jacked up like crazy high.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, don't worry. They're going to go down. Well, they never did. And then you've got the oil industries over here, like bragging about record profits every year. But, that's how you slowly boil a frog. You don't throw it in a boiling pot of water. You put it in cold water and turn the heat on and let him slowly boil. And that's what happens to us in the economy,
And you're just telling me that I'm dark because I was telling you to fucking put out some fucking.
Oh, wait a minute! That's
some
a
serial killer stuff.
Analogy that has been used many times.
And you trying to boil frogs over? You fucked up.
I don't mean actually do it.
Now we're gonna get calls from PETA and everything.
Right? Yeah.
I know. Fuck PETA. I'll say that on a podcast.
Me too. Look, I work for the animal industry, and I don't give a shit about those people. Are more trouble than anything.
Yeah, they're fucking nuts. They're also edible, so if it ever comes down to cannibalism, I'm eating vegetarians first.
Because they're the healthiest ones.
Yeah, they're grass-fed and free-range.
So what else is going on, man? Other than your painful surgeries and your antiquing for tea cozies and things like that.
Yeah, it's just kind of everything's, it's just a matter of kind of trying to keep ships afloat. I feel like that's kind of the common theme lately, whether it's Funko or it's Bimtoy or just even your own personal psyche. I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat there. Like a lot of people were just trying to kind of maintain sanity during this whole thing, and people that manifested in various people in various ways. Luckily, mine seemed to kind of manifest in just a lot of creativity. So I've been trying to like create a lot of art and come up with new things and just, put something into the world that wasn't there before.
Good.
In which I think it's a healthier use of my time than, what I imagine a lot of people are probably choosing. But isolation can be rough,
Were you at home a lot throughout everything?
Oh my God, I've been home since last March. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've been home like, a year and a half working from home. That manifested in some interesting things. I got divorced, fell in love with someone new. I'm probably going to be married again before this year's over with.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm not fucking around.
Wow, dude, that's crazy. Well, I knew you got divorced, and I knew you had a new girlfriend, but I didn't know that later part. That's all right. Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Thank you, man.
My condolences and congratulations all at the same time.
Oh, it's all congratulations. Let's be honest.
It's and I think I was going to ask you how I'm glad I didn't. I was going to say how did the relationship go while you were stuck?
Not well. Not well,
well.
it turns out. Yeah. Well, it was one of those things that was kind of like a long time coming, and I think being around each other 24/7 really kind of drove that home. And
Sure.
and I also think, like, not to get dark, but like, at the beginning of this, it was a very scary period, and I think right now we've kind of trivialized it a little bit, and we're just like bitching about like some stores still making us wear masks or whatever. But
Right.
in like, don't forget, like last March, April, May, I mean, there were death tolls daily on the news, and there was a very kind of life is short epiphany that I think a lot of people had.
It was a real ominous feel about the world, It was like, what the fuck is
It was
dude?
like, holy shit, this could all end for me and my loved ones at any minute, right? Like, so my takeaway from that was, holy shit, life is short. And I think that was kind of the biggest motivating factor, because I wasn't in a happy relationship for many, many years, and that kind of drove home the whole, like, wait a minute, man, we get one of these, you get one go around, and if you waste it in, I don't know, an unhappy relationship, or, I mean, you could apply this to your careers, you could apply it to anything, but if you're wasting it by going, well, I guess this is just it for me, and not taking the bull by the horns and going out there and grabbing and just grabbing your chunk of life that you are entitled to and living it to its fullest, then you've used up your one go around in this life. Like, you get one shot at this mortal coil, and if you just piss it away, then that's it. And I got to a point where I was like, I'm not going to piss this away. And I think my ex-wife actually came to the same conclusion. We just realized that, okay, well, if we're going to go grab life, we're going to go do it separately. And then simultaneously, I had met someone who had a similar kind of philosophy, and now we're together, and we got big things in our future. So, I mean, that's the one thing I can kind of thank COVID for, is that it gave me a new lease on life. You know what I mean?
Very good. Very cool, man. It puts a lot of things in perspective for a lot of people. I mean, look,
it is.
Like,
it's all perspective.
I can't tell you how much, like, I sit down and look at like social media and like Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
How horrible Facebook is now.
Oh, it's the worst.
And why I say this is because, like, every day I look at it, someone else is dead. And I'm going, Jesus Christ, man, I've never, and I'm talking young guys, man, like this, like guys in their early 20s and like musicians that I know that I've booked all over the place. They're dying, dude. And I'm going, what the fuck is going on? Like, and 9 out of 10 of them
part of it's our age,
Well, no, but these guys are younger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are
true.
super young. These are like way younger than we are. And I'm going, this is fucking crazy. Like, and then that makes you question your fucking mortality, man. Once you see like these young guys dying every which way,
yeah.
I'm going, holy fuck, I'm twice their age. What is, this is scary.
Well, yeah, we're about the same age, right? Like, all of us. Like, what year were you guys born?
75.
Okay, yeah, so we're close. I'm 72, very late 72, but
Gotcha.
I mean, it's
damn,
we're also we're getting to that point where we have to have hernias repaired,
right?
And we have to, and we have to have
it hurts when you wake up.
Yeah, it's like I blew out my knee going up 3 steps to my front door. Like, you start kind of realizing that stuff, and a lot of people kind of have, epiphanies around this age. I think the fact that we're right at that, what do they call it? Like,
golden age, right? It's the golden age.
Well, no, it's when you have like a midlife crisis
type thing. Yeah.
This is the mauve age.
Yes, yeah, there you go.
The mauve age.
We're right at that midlife crisis age, and then a pandemic fucking happens.
Right.
And it's nothing but death tolls on the news every night. And boy, that was a perfect storm for me to like wake up and go, you know what? I'm going to fucking live the rest of my life in the pursuit of happiness, like true happiness, you know?
And then,
I'm glad it happened.
And I caught that shit, and it was, you know, once I found out I had it, I was kind of like, great, this sucks. Now I got to worry about
you did get COVID?
Oh, yeah, I did. I had it.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro, I had it. And the worst part for me was being panicked about giving it to my family.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't care. I was like, okay, I'm got it. I'll deal with it. But God, if my fucking kid or my wife gets it, this is gonna I'll feel so terrible. Like I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I was way less worried about myself than being like the
carrier to your family.
Yeah, exactly. Like Typhoid Mary going around just fucking coughing this shit on people.
You have a great track record not giving things to your family. You didn't give them the hepatitis. You didn't give them the herpes. I was pretty confident you were not going to give it to them.
Well, you know.
Yeah, you've dodged enough bullets.
But I didn't actually have it as bad as some of those people, though. Thank God. I was only, I had
you were uncomfortable as hell.
Yeah, I was. I didn't feel well.
Oh, really?
You know, I didn't feel well, but I didn't have like the horrible breathing problems. I didn't have to go on a respirator.
Oh,
you know, you did have some breathing problems.
But
they're warranted.
But that was after.
Like, just because you're out of shape,
right? Yeah. No, I didn't have the breathing problems till after, which is crazy. Like after I was good to go, you know, after the 10 or 15 days or whatever the hell it was that I was supposed to be okay. Then I started having pains in my chest when I sneezed and all this fucking weird stuff. And I went to the doctor and he said basically what it was is you may not have had the virus like those people, but it still caused scar tissue in your lungs.
Oh, yeah.
So like you're going to have issues. And I'm like, great, that's awesome. Thank you. Like that's another thing I need, right? You know?
Yeah. Jesus. So, and they're saying like these are going to be like lifelong issues.
No, because I don't feel the pain at all, so it's gone.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, and then on top of that, since I had it and I was vaccinated, I should be good for the rest of my life. That's what they're saying. Like you won't be able to get it anymore. So I was like, okay.
Shit, I got that vaccine as fast as I could, man.
Same here.
Like I'm a proponent of science. I am not an anti-vaxxer. I'm like, you know. The reason I don't have fucking mumps or measles or polio is because people came up with vaccines. So you're goddamn right. I'm going to go get this one too.
Yeah. As soon as they said you can have it, I was like, I'm in line.
Yep.
You don't realize how much stuff we've avoided throughout our lives because we've been vaccinated as children.
Right.
Oh yeah. And they didn't even. There were no anti-vaxxers when we were children.
No.
You know, your parents took you to the doctor. The doctor stuck you with needles. Nobody asked what it was. But you know what? There's no more polio. So it fucking worked.
That's right. We could have been walking around like Quasimodo, all of us, you know.
and now thanks to the
ringing bells.
Thanks to the anti-vaxxers, you know, now we got like people dying of fucking mumps and measles.
Yeah,
you know? I'm like,
it's fucking ridiculous.
Chickenpox is making a big comeback. I'm like, what
a lot of new strains of this thing too, and people got to keep it's. You know, we can see the daylight through the trees, but it doesn't mean you're out of the forest.
Right.
Yeah. But, you know, it's like at a certain point, I mean, like on a personal level, I kind of just had to go, well, you know what? I'm vaccinated. The people I love are vaccinated. Like,
gotta keep moving.
So I'm not going to worry. Yeah, I got to move forward, and I'm not going to worry about these, you know, these people on Facebook that want to get on a tinfoil hat conspiracy rant and about this shit. And it's like, fine, you don't want to fucking get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated. I give a shit.
That's what I say. I'm like, whatever. I'm good to go.
Don't complain when you're trying to travel out of the country. Don't complain about it.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Hey man, I got a question, Reis.
Sir.
Have you ever done like with Bimtoy? Have you ever done like a convention?
Oh yeah, sure. We our biggest one is New York Comic Con because my business partners own a company called Bottleneck Gallery.
Nice.
And they sell a lot of art prints, like super high end limited edition art prints. That's their main bread and butter. And so I teamed up with those guys in the beginning of Bimtoy. So they have a big booth there, and you know, I tend to do like, you know, I'll do a couple of signings and doodle sessions where I'll like draw on the ghosts and stuff. And we always have like exclusives. and everything.
You going
and then
this year?
What's that? Say that again.
You doing it this year?
Yeah, I think we're going to do it. I think it's going to be on a smaller scale, and I think we're going to have to figure out a way to do it a bit more cohesively with the limitations that are probably most likely going to be imposed upon us. Like, 2 years ago at New York Comic Con, like, I sat at that booth for 5.5 hours doodling and signing ghosts, and I met, I don't know, close to 300 people that day.
Yeah.
And I shook hands and I'm hugging and I'm taking selfies and all that shit. Well, those days are gone.
Oh no, fuck that. I'll be taking some.
Yeah,
selfies.
You know what I mean? So we're going to have to kind of figure out a way that's just kind of safer for everybody, not just, from the virus, but there's also, like I said, there's a psychological aspect. Like, a lot of people are still kind of weird. We're now scarred mentally, like, to be, I still see someone cough without a mask on and I go, and I don't want to get near them, but you can't help it. So,
well, it's kind of like 9/11, man. It's kind of like that shit that happened 9/11. A lot of people were afraid to fly after that shit happened.
Oh yeah,
and
shit, yes, like man. So, like it's like a cultural tooth for flinching, kind of thing. So yeah, we're still going to continue to do them. We're going to ease back in. Cool. But I definitely I miss the conventions, the whole convention aspect of, especially Bimtoy, and I mean Funko had a huge, has a huge presence at conventions, as many people know. But
fuck them and their exclusives and motherfuckers. Anyway,
I know they get you, don't they?
Oh, I hate them. I hate them for that, dude. It kills me.
You hate us, but you love us.
Yeah. You got us.
But I do miss the kind of the camaraderie that you get with conventions. And usually at those, that's where I really get to meet all the people that kind of support my silly, stupid ideas that I keep releasing. And it's my chance to give an in-person thank you to people. And then it's very motivating. I end those conventions flying back home and I'm usually goddamn exhausted, but I'm also kind of blown away. Yeah, very appreciative. And there's a lot of, I'm getting a blanket of awe on me. And I'm just holy shit. And so what happens is the next time I'm designing something either for Bimtoy or Funko, I'm now reinvigorated and I have these people who I met in person fresh in my mind. And I get a sense of I can't let them down. So I think meeting people like this does help push my creativity and
that's great.
And push my designs because you don't want to disappoint the people that have been supporting you. You know what I mean?
100%.
Absolutely.
I mean, I asked for a reason because I may be going to New York.
Fuck! If you're going to New York, we got to meet up.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked. And I'm actually working with the guys in MightyCon, and they do, they have a MightyCon convention. It goes all over. They do 4 or 5 little shows here and there.
Oh, yeah.
And they actually have a comic book shop, and they do, every year, they run a big booth at New York. And he asked me if I wanted to come, I can come up there with them. And I was like, yeah, I think I might do that. So I'm probably be up there for the convention.
Just keep me posted, man. Yeah, we're gonna be there kicking it. Me and my girlfriend, who might be my wife by then, I don't know. We're gonna we're gonna do up New York. We're gonna meet up with a bunch of friends who we haven't seen in over a year. It's gonna be a good time.
Very cool. Yeah, I've actually never been to New York my entire life, and in fact,
it's fucking awesome.
In fact, you want to hear this? Our friend Adam, he made fun of me because I've never been on a plane.
And you have never been on a fucking airplane?
No. And he tells me,
what the fuck? Are you Amish? What the hell?
He tells me, he says, so, you never been on a fucking airplane in your entire life, and you're going to pick the one that's going to take you 3 hours to get there?
Yeah, no shit.
I was like, I guess. I said,
What time of year is that convention going to be?
October, beginning of October.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to hate New York, dude.
No, New York's fucking awesome, man. Shut up. There's great, dude, the food's amazing. It's
don't give me that. I lived there temporarily. It's okay.
I love it.
I don't know, dude. Are you in the city, or are you outside?
When we go to the conventions?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're in Manhattan, dude.
Yeah,
we're down by Javits Center.
damn, dude. Yeah, you're
I
gonna
love it. What are you talking about, man? The fucking
gonna hate
99-cent pizza slices that are amazing, and like, dude, it's
yeah, and you get to eat them while you're standing in someone's pee. It's awesome.
oh, it's fucking awesome, dude. I mean, I wouldn't want to live there. Don't get me wrong. But
It's not. Look, dude,
I love visiting.
It can't be any different than fucking going standing in the French Quarter eting food.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've never been to New Orleans. I had a whole New Orleans trip planned before COVID ruined the fucking world. I used to take these like kind of like loner nerd trips by myself, and like the year before I went just by myself, and I stayed a few days in Salem, Massachusetts, and you know, and just kind of geeked out. And my next trip was going to be, I was going to go to New Orleans, and I was going to do 10 ghost tours in 5 days. So
nice.
It was like there would be, you know, one in the afternoon that's kind of an outside walk, and then there was like these nighttime ghost hunting tours, and I was going to do 2 ghost tours a day for 5 days straight down in New Orleans and stay in the French Quarter. And I found this hotel that's allegedly the most haunted hotel in New Orleans, and I was going to stay in it. And but
which one was
never
it?
happened.
Do you remember?
What'd you say? Say that again.
I'm trying to. Do you remember what hotel it was?
I can't remember the name of it. I could look it up, but
the only reason
it was
I'm asking,
allegedly, the most haunted.
I mean, that's where I live. So I was just wondering which one they were telling you that they're trying to sell you.
I can't even fucking remember. Like there was like 6 that claimed that. And I picked the one that looked the most spooky.
I mean, you could always stay at the LaLaurie Mansion. You know.
Oh no, I don't think so.
No. Why not, man? Why not?
Actually, you know what? I would. Like, I'm stupid like that.
There's another place. It's called the Myrtle Plantation. It's outside of New Orleans.
Oh, I've been to Myrtle Plantation. I know of Myrtle Plantation.
You know of the Myrtles? Now, my wife went there just to do the tour, look around and stuff. And I promise you do get a weird, eerie feel when you're there. And
sure,
like there was a story about an old Confederate soldier that was there because he had lost his limbs. And
of course,
and
as you do.
Yeah, I mean, because they were basically dying out there anyway. So he was there, and he was big on cigars, and he would constantly smoke cigars, this and that. And they said that if you smelled cigar smoke, that's because that's what that would be, the ghost or whatever. So we're like, yeah, whatever. We're like kind of like blowing it off, like whatever bullshit, So we're leaving this place, like we're walking out, we're passing up all the stuff, and there's no one around us but us two. And all of a sudden, this big whiff of fucking cigar smoke hits me in the fucking face. And Caitlin looks at me. She goes, "Do you smell that?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "That's so fucking creepy." And then I have some friends that just went like 2 weeks ago, and they have pictures. They took pictures, and you can see images in the windows. You can you can see a fucking cat in the grass. That wasn't
ghost cat.
Yes, and it was no cat there. It's so fucking weird, dude.
See, I love that kind of shit, man. Like I'm such a hypocrite when it comes to because I'm a very scientifically minded person, and I'm an atheist. I don't believe in the invisible man in the sky that will judge you, and I'm or anything. But that ghost shit gets to me. It's fucking fascinating.
I think it's crazy, man. I enjoy doing stuff like that,
I love it. Yeah. I know that those ghost tours are cheesy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not really going with a ghost hunting team that's trying to crack the mysteries of the paranormal or anything like that. But I do like to kind of just go on those things and just let just get the willies for fun, As long as I get that, I'm happy.
If you stand in the corner, you might get the willies. Just be careful who you talk to.
Well, yeah, that's true. I might get that just from the locals.
Well, I'll tell you what, dude. If you do come down, let us know when you come down, and I may be able to sucker Rum into coming back down this way, and then we can all go hang out.
It'll be awesome.
Bring the ghost hunting kit.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude.
Your EMF detector and infrared camera and all that shit.
Hey, man, that was a good band in the 90s.
Was there a band called EMF Detector?
No, it's just EMF. You don't remember was it?
No, I don't.
You're
It was KLF. KLF
No.
is gonna rock.
No, not KLF. EMF. It was the one that went. What is it? The song. You're unbelievable. Oh,
that is not a good band. What is wrong with you?
Come on, you loved them. You loved them, and I know you did.
Sucked a rubber dick.
Oh, that was the best song they ever put out.
It's not even allowed to suck a real dick. It needs to suck a false dick.
I'm telling you, it was the best song they ever put out. It was the only song they ever put out.
Well, one-hit wonders. If that was the best song they ever put out, yeah.
Speaking of music, what do you got going on now with music?
Dude, I'm in a lull in creating music. I had big plans months ago. Like I was like, well, shit, man, I might follow up Knee Deep in Blood's EP with, a full album. And I actually started like kind of writing some riffs and kind of putting some things together. Came up with a lot of like rad intros and stuff. Jotted down some lyrics, and then I don't know, man. It's just like, between Funko keeps me pretty busy, and my life, divorce that's complex. You don't get a lot of free time there. So just kind of between everything, I haven't been able to like sit down and like actually record some stuff, but I'm not going to let it go. I have bought some new rad equipment. I bought a new guitar that I'm madly in love with right now.
What'd you get?
I got a Hangstrom Phantomin, which is kind of the signature guitars that they play in the band Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And it is fucking sweet. I bought a little Marshall amp. It's my first Marshall ever. It's unbelievable.
Oh!
And it's just like so I've got some new equipment, and I'm coming up with stuff, and I'm, goofing around and things like that. I've also like, I don't know about you guys, but do you ever do this thing like you go through phases in what you're listening to?
Oh yeah, all the time.
So like, a year ago during the pandemic, I was listening to a lot of fucking death metal, like especially like a lot of old school death metal and some black metal and things like that, and which inspired a lot of the Knee Deep in Blood material. But now I'm kind of doing this weird, like, kind of doom metal stoner rock type shit, like The Sword and Elder and Baroness and bands like that I've been getting really into. So I sit down and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna write a Knee Deep in Blood song, but I just want to do these like kind of Black Sabbath-y, slow, doomy riffs, But I don't know, maybe I'll come up with a whole new band and call that something and put out a doom metal album. I don't know.
Waist deep in viscera.
Neck deep in gore.
Oh Jesus, man.
That's cool though, man. It's good that you're staying creative. I mean, but I think you need to prioritize. I think you need to prioritize the music. Just throw everything else to the wind. The work, the money, the fame.
Oh yeah. You think that's what it is? Like,
you need to get rid of it.
My job and be a loser, putting out EPs that nobody buys. It'll be
travel the world or your local borough. And go from bar to bar, and just
that's it. That's a great idea at 48 years old. Just to, you know what? My band's gonna make it.
You're gonna make it, dude. I think it's a great idea just because you had mentioned, prioritizing, life is short, do what you have a passion for, and music.
Well, yeah, life is short, so don't be homeless. Pay your mortgage, keep your job. Like shit, man.
Oh,
it's overrated.
Life is short, so you might as well live it in a house.
Having a home is overrated, man.
Look, don't. Yeah, I know, but don't misconstrue my whole life is short philosophy that I want to be completely irresponsible.
Oh.
It is all based in a pursuit of happiness, and you know what really makes me happy is a roof over my head.
Look,
groceries.
Man, I own enough Funkos that I can build my own house. Like I can build a house out of these Funkos would be no problem.
Yeah, just use them like bricks.
Right, exactly.
Keep all your pops in box. Use them like bricks. Put a little mortar in between each one. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
There's your home.
Perfect.
It is.
Perfect.
And then the
Right.
first rain that comes along, you're going to be in a soggy mess.
That's okay. The people will hold the little pops will hold them up.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Boxes will melt, but their hands are holding them together. They're like,
Let me know how that works out the next time
I will.
the levees break down in New Orleans. You're coming up on hurricane season, dude. Don't tempt fate.
I know we're in it already, and we've already gotten 2 storms. So
Oh no, I don't miss that when I live. Even when I lived in North Carolina, man, you guys get hammered over there.
and there's 5. There's 5 that we're 6 now. I think that's happened already,
Jesus
and we just
Christ.
started, dude. It's just
I know.
I'm like
Climate change, homeboy.
Great, just keep it up, guys. I keep telling my wife we need to move.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I can't do another Katrina. I can't. It's just physically, my brain, I can't do it. I mean, that was almost 20 years ago, and back then I was a little bit,
you have Katrina PTSD now.
For real,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and rightly so.
Cause dude, you don't understand. Being in a fucking hotel room with your mom, who
Oh God.
who my mom is, it was her birthday when Katrina hit.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
we had that. So we had to move all of her shit, all of our shit, and we had 3 cars full of animals and people and fucking.
Yeah, but what an excuse not to have to buy a gift.
But no, it wasn't. It wasn't just the birthday party. It was just
you can't get this goddamn candles lit on this cake.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And we couldn't.
Hurricane force winds keep blowing them out. God damn it!
We couldn't find a place to stay.
Oh God, I can't even imagine, dude.
It took us almost 15 hours to get from here where we live to Mississippi, maybe a little bit further.
What's it take?
God.
Which that usually normally takes about hour and a half, 2 hours.
Jesus Christ.
So it was
insane, man.
it was a nightmare. It really, really, really was a nightmare. And then when you're in your hotel room and they keep constantly showing all this fucking horrible shit that's going on,
Yeah.
but it's going on in the city, right?
Mhm.
They don't tell us what's happening to everything else.
Nope.
Is there nothing there? Did we lose everything? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you get that fucking my wife was
And you
too,
didn't move, and you just decided not to move away from that area, or
Well,
It's just weird.
we couldn't. There
Oh,
was
I
no. I mean, there was no way we could afford it. You know what I'm saying? It was
yeah, that's true.
my mom's house actually lifted up off its foundation and turned. So we had to.
Jesus.
She had to stay in that house until we had enough money to demolish the house. FEMA wouldn't give her any money.
Of course.
And the government wouldn't give her any money to help.
Yeah.
So she had to
It
get
was
loans out.
it was
for
a shit
herself.
show. I mean, the government handled it like
Horrible.
fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Like a monkey fucking a football. It was just.
So it was
I haven't
crazy.
heard that song in a while.
So my wife is younger than I am, and when we were the last storm we evacuated for, that was gonna hit here, and I was telling her, I said, dude, this is freaking me out. She was like, oh, it's not so bad. It's just a storm. I said, yeah, it's just a storm for you, but you don't remember that
When did
shit.
Katrina happen? What year was that?
05, 04.
Yeah.
So your wife was conceived
My
the
wife
same year.
My wife was born in 91.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, 92. Something like that.
Oh my God.
She's about to turn 30, whatever that is.
Holy shit.
She's just waiting for you to be getting Social Security, man. That she doesn't have to work anymore.
She don't work now, that bitch. She takes care of the kids, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
When I'm at work, he's gotta have somebody.
Dude,
So-
that's fucking work, man. That's a job.
Hell yeah. it
Reis,
is.
you've got some stuff going on this year. You've got the convention coming up. You've got
Mhm.
Toys and
toy ideas coming up.
Yep.
Can you give us a little other than the ghosts?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you got coming up that we can probably get in on before it's sold out in the first 2?
No. No, sorry. I've got new ideas that are coming out. I've created some new characters and stuff that we're going to explore. If you go on my Instagram, you kind of scroll around. I created this, like, it's called the Triskull Demon, and it's like a character that's like 3 skulls stacked on top of each other.
It's very cool.
He's got, it's a fucking devil horns and shit. And he's got these broken shackles on his wrists. Like, it was just one of those things that turned into a drawing that I kept going with, and people are seeming to like it. So we're working on doing like kind of a high-end resin release of that.
Nice.
I'm exploring other ways that I can, kind of get my art out there. I recently had a great time. I was actually doing it for a charity event that somebody invited me to be a part of, along with some other artists. But I recently started doing some of my Doodles from Hell style skeleton drawings on a skateboard deck, and I really loved how it turned out. So I ordered a bunch of blank skateboard decks, and so I'm just kind of exploring new ways that I can kind of get my artwork out there and just new ways to present it.
Oh yeah,
I think that's a great idea. Well, it sounds like you're going to have an amazingly much improved upon year.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I mean,
all around,
dude.
That's
cool. Yeah. I'm staying creative. I'm motivated. I landed on my feet. Like, a lot of people did not weather the COVID storm, but I mean, I managed to keep my job and my side company, and
nice.
So I stayed healthy through the whole thing. So I'm pretty thankful for it, and I'm just trying to kind of move forward, stay creative.
That's awesome.
I think that's great, and I think you've got people are so hungry for new things.
Oh yeah.
I think this is the perfect time for you and all of it.
I think so. I think it's a good time to, like, well, first of all, not rest on my laurels. Like, it's just, after all of this, I don't think, cooling my heels and catching my breath is a good idea. I think I need to push forward, creatively speaking, and with the product that gets put out.
Very, very cool, man.
Well,
man.
Dude,
I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the conventions and everything. That's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah,
Tell
it's gonna be fun.
These people out here where they can find your stuff, dude. That way, I mean, I'm sure they know, but fucking plug it. Get in there.
Okay, I'll plug it. So you can check out a lot of my products on my side business at bimtoy.com. And you can follow Bimtoy at Original Bimtoy on Instagram. I'm at Reis O'Brien, ReiSobrien on Instagram. What'd you say?
Good Greek name.
No, it's not a Greek name. It's Irish. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Reis O'Brien on Twitter as well. Really original name, but that's where you'll see me post most of my crazy. There's definitely an angrier version of me on Twitter. So if you want to see me ranting, that's where you go for that.
Nope.
Gotta ask, you have just rewinding a bit. It's the original Bimtoy.
Yes.
Is there somebody else that's making a copy?
No. So Funko's Instagram is Original Funko.
Okay.
And it was a joke. It was like to be funny. Like, I was like, oh, well, I'm Original Bimtoy then. I was just being a smartass when I created the account.
Oh, it's brilliant, dude. That's so fucking funny.
I know. It's kind of a dick move, but whatever.
No, it's really not. It's really not.
It was funny at the time. I now wish I could just change it, but whatever.
I'm gonna go in there and change ours to the original Metal Hand of God. Like there's ever
there you
gonna
go.
ever be another
original on everything, and
Oh,
you'll be okay.
Oh my gosh. Before we jump off here, I got a quick thing. What do you guys think about like all the celebrities now that are buying the Funkos just to keep them on in stock for them to autograph and sell them to people?
Is that a thing? I'm not aware of this.
Oh yeah, man. Like, all right, you know who Larry Storch is?
Nope.
All right, you're familiar with F Troop, the old TV show back.
The old TV show?
Yeah. Well, one of the guys from there, I forget which character he played in that show. He used to do the voice for the Hamburglar. Okay, so you guys put out.
Holy shit! This is convoluted.
Yeah, so you guys put out this, this Funko
right.
for the Hamburglar. Well, now he is 98 years old, and he is making money by selling those, which is pretty,
because he signs them and then resells them. Oh my god,
pretty awesome, right? And then
I mean,
wait,
yeah, I'm not going to begrudge anyone their hustle. Like,
no,
I
I just think it's kind of cool. You know, I mean, they got to buy them from you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got to buy. Yeah. So I think it's kind of a cool thing that you guys are now becoming.
I don't even remember the Hamburglar's voice.
All he did was go robble robble.
Yeah.
Like that was it.
Yeah.
He never said anything. He was never like, you know.
Wow.
He was not a verbose character, but whatever. I mean,
to that. Just saying.
But if you saw the guy, who I'm talking about, you would recognize his face. You will know.
Okay,
who he
probably.
is.
It's like one of those old actors.
Yeah,
that we've seen a million times.
Black and white striped shirt, maybe.
I don't know. No, but he's been in a lot of stuff. But I mean, I've seen it. Like,
sorry, not a big F Troop fan, but over here.
Okay, all right. Tom Cook, you know who that is, right?
Nope.
The guy who animated fucking Masters of the Universe, who drew Masters of the Universe.
Oh, okay, all right. That worked at Filmation.
Yes, well, he does that as well.
So he does that with like the He-Man pops, like the Motu stuff.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Here's the thing, though. It's like I'm not gonna begrudge anyone their hustle. You know, get yours. First of all, second of all, like when people embrace that,
it's beautiful.
All it does is add legitimacy to the products that we create.
Sure.
So like, fuck yeah, man. More power to them. Like. Hell yeah, hoard that shit, sign them.
Podcaster series. I'm still waiting on the podcast.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. There's a big demand.
I mean, you just need to make 2.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it?
We're right here, dude. Look, that's it.
Right here.
Just do us a 2-pack, man. A 2-pack.
I've been trying to get this Tell 'em Steve Dave pops made, but they keep telling me no. So
just tell them. You know, it's like we need to. There's podcasters out there. There's a market for this. We just need 2 of them. There's always a podcaster who has a buddy. And there it is, and we just covered everybody at one thing.
Right.
Well, as long as you think you can sell a minimum of 35,000 pieces, then we're probably good.
You know what? I would buy them, but the problem is they can't make the boxes.
Right? Yeah.
They don't have any cardboard.
You don't have the cardboard, man. Darn. Nah, dude, we appreciate everything you do. You're always fucking.
Oh, fuck yeah! Thank you.
You're
guys.
always awesome to be on the show. And look, we got to make this happen earlier than a year.
Okay, that's fine, man. I'm always willing to come on, shoot the shit, man. You know that.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So everybody, go out, get this guy's stuff, man. Go look at the original Bimtoy, not the other guy.
At original Bimtoy on Instagram, and bimtoy.com is our website, and yeah, come and join. You can join the Paradorable Society, which is like kind of our little secret club that helps you maybe get things a little better. If things are selling out fast, that gives you a little bit of an edge.
Ooh.
And I tell you what, next time we have Reis on, we're gonna talk Primal Age and the other stuff, because I want to.
Dude, that's what you said a year ago. So
I know. We need to talk it, because like it's such a waste of a line, and I'm so angry that they need to bring it back. And
I don't see that happening. I will tell you the whole story on the next podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only reason I say that is because of how hot the Motu shit's coming. And,
well, that's directly related to why our stuff went away.
Ah, gotcha. Damn it.
I had a hot Motu shit one time, and it was very.
Oh God! And on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
well, there you go. Let's end it right there.
I was your host, Wayne.
I'm the Rum Guy.
And I'm Reis. Was that what I was supposed to say?
There you go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. We'll cut it and make the pause shorter. That's
right.
Fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no problem.
No, leave it in. It's funny.
And as always, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, remember to keep it metal!
Adieu, adieu, parting is such sweet sorrow.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
Okay then. That's it.
Get the fuck